Hello, and welcome to the Yonkers News Archive. The Yonkers News Archive is a digital archive of Yonkers newspapers, including the Yonkers Herald-Statesman. It contains over 1.2 million pages of digitized, searchable newsprint ranging from 1857 to 1998. The Yonkers News Archive is the product of a partnership between Yonkers Public Library and Newspapers.com, a member of the Ancestry.com family. Through this partnership, YPL loaned nearly 1,000 reels of microfilm to Newspapers.com, which scanned and digitized the reels and created the Yonkers News Archive online portal for YPL. You can search the full archive by visiting Yonkers Public Library's 3 locations and accessing one of our public computers or our free wireless network. Once you're connected, open a browser and go to ypl.org/newsarchive. Once you're in, you have the option to create a free Newspapers.com account. You don't need an account to search, print, or save articles, but having one does help you manage and share the articles you find. So if you want to, you can sign in, and if you don't yet have a Newspapers.com account, you can register here. But since I do, I am going to enter my username and password, and once I do, I'm in. You can find news articles by keyword search or by choosing a publication and issue date. If you have a person, place, or thing you want to investigate, you can type some simple keywords and search across all the Yonkers newspapers. I'm going to do some research on an interesting topic I learned about, which was the beer hose mystery. This was a pipeline that was used to illegally transport beer during the Prohibition era and discovered back in 1930. It was thought to have been used by the famous bootlegger Dutch Schultz. So having typed in the unusual search term beer hose and putting them in quotation marks so that we get those words to appear together in the search results, I click the search icon and I get nearly 100 results. Now, the top result I'm looking at here is from 1986. It's sorted by relevancy, and it looks like a good synopsis of the story. It's something I'm going to want to keep for my research. So after zooming out and getting the full article into view, I am going to click on the clip icon and just drag it and reshape it so that I can capture the entire article. I'm going to give it the clipping title, Beer Hose Mystery. I don't need to, but it's going to help me later on if I'm reviewing all of my clippings. And then I'm going to hit clip. Now, at this point, I have the option to share it across different social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, but I'm just going to skip that step for now, close this down, and view the clipping that I just clipped. So I see an image of the article, and I also have all the important metadata like the publication, the date, and the page. And if I want to, I can even get a rough transcript of the article in text that I can copy and paste using Newspapers.com's optical character recognition technology. So now I have this article in my clippings file, and I can review it later, print it, save it, share it as I want to. Now, if I click the back buttons, I can get back to my search results. Once I'm here, I can also sort results from oldest to newest if I want to see about the story as it was being discovered and reported by local newspapers. I can also limit the dates in which articles appear. So I'm just going to say 1930 to 1937 and click apply. So let's say I'm looking at the results and I see another article that I'm interested in. Let's look at this one. Once you've opened up the issue and are reading the paper, if you see that an article continues on another page, you can simply go to the next page of the newspaper. I see that this article is continued on page 2. I'm going to go to the page viewer at the bottom and go from page 1 to page 2, and then pick up the rest of the article there. And I could clip from both pages if I want to save this. So that's just another way to be able to browse and view articles. Now, I am going to go back to the Yonkers News Archive homepage by clicking the Yonkers Public Library link here. Another way to search is to simply open up the issue of the paper you want to read. So let's see how the Yonkers Herald-Statesman reported on the Pearl Harbor attack. I can open up the Herald-Statesman, and because I know that the Pearl Harbor attacks happened on December 7th, 1941, I can also go to December 1941 and open the issue from December 8th, the following day. And if I do that, I am going to see the report of Pearl Harbor. And in this instance, it specifically addresses how Yonkers reacted to the news of the day that would live in infamy. So that's just another way that you can search the Yonkers News Archive by selecting a specific date, perhaps the day of your birth, to see what was happening that day. Now, these are just a few of the ways to search, so try entering the names of people, schools, churches, neighborhoods, or addresses, and get transported back into Yonkers' rich history. Although you need to be in the Yonkers Public Library building to search most of this content, you can also search a more limited archive, which contains just the Yonkers Examiner and the Yonkers Gazette from anywhere in the world with an internet connection by going to ypl.newspapers.com, and you'll be able to search a much more limited version of the archive from the comforts of your home or wherever you have an internet connection. Now, if you have a local history question and would like the help of YPL's expert reference librarians, you can always email localhistory@ypl.org with a research request. Please be as specific as you can with full names, date ranges, and similar details so we can focus our search. Thanks for viewing this tutorial, and happy local history hunting.